Hello, everyone. This is Patrick. And just in case you are wondering, yes, this is the Comics and Collectibles channel. And the reason I'm talking about this particular show is because the game falls into the hobbies arena. So I haven't gone astray. I'm this channel is still about collecting and about hobbies. And just for those who are not aware, there was a limited series. I believe it was a limited series, but there was a comic, a Dark Horse comic, about The Last of Us. That was many years ago. So just in case you did not know. Now, when this show came on TV several weeks ago, my intent was to do weekly reviews of the show. However, things did not work out that way. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take my favorite scene from the game and talk about it. First of all, I want to thank all of my recent subscribers. I try to send back a personal message to each subscriber, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So in case I missed you, I'm thanking you now. I appreciate each one of you. My subscriber count is going up slow, okay, but slow progress is better than no progress. I have a question for anyone with the experience about this subject. I wanted to use this video clip of the scene that you see right here on the computer. I wanted to use a video clip of that scene, but I wasn't sure if I was allowed to. So can anyone tell me, and I know there's something about fair use. I even did research, but I did research on fair use, and I got more, I can't talk right. I got even more confused about it. So I don't know if I'm allowed to use a video. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to use these screenshots from the game. So I'm sure if I'm in violation, YouTube is going to tell me to go sit in a corner or whatever. But anyway, if you know something about that, please let me know. I'm trying to do better quality videos. And I know I'm a type of person, when I go to YouTube and I want to watch a video, I hate seeing stills, or I hate seeing, what do you call them? Not screenshots, but slideshows. When I go there, I want to see video. So I'm trying to get there, folks. So work with me and bear with me. And there was something else I wanted to talk about before I get into this scene. What was it? Okay, maybe it will come back to me later. No. What was it? All right, hell with it. Let's move on. Okay, like I said, I wanted to do weekly reviews of the show, but that did not happen. It probably won't happen because by the time I have time to do that, the series this season will be over. But I have such a deep affinity for, is that the right word, affinity? I believe it is. Or if not, I really like this show. Okay, and I want to talk about it. Now I did a video right before the first episode aired. Now, if you want to reference that, you can. And I'm going to try not to rehash everything I talked about in that video. But what brought me to this, let's say, franchise, let's put it that way. What brought me to this franchise was the video game walkthrough that I discovered on YouTube many years ago. Now, I'm no gamer. I do not own any video games or nothing. I don't play video games. As a matter of fact, I haven't been into video games since Pac-Man was real big. All right, so that's been a little while. But I was on YouTube and I just came across this video, and it was like from the jump, I really got into it. I mean, the first scene where I'm about to call her Ellie, and I can't remember her name, but when Joel's daughter wakes up, and then the next few minutes had me hooked. I mean, the characterization, the story, the plot. And at the time, the first version I saw, the video quality wasn't that great. But as you know, there are several different versions of this game walkthrough, and with different levels of quality. But the quality wasn't that great, but still, I like the characters and everything about it. Okay, I've always liked movies with great writing, great stories, great characters, and this game had it all. And it is amazing how much, and I forget the two voice actors that do the main characters here, Joel and Ellie, but you have to give them a lot of credit, because the voices are part of what attracts you to these characters. Without the voice, I don't think this show would be as big as it is. Okay, now I'm no expert on this show. I'm no expert on the game, but these are my thoughts. Okay, this is my 3 cents, how I feel about it. This scene right here, and I said this in that video that I mentioned earlier, I believe this scene right here, if it's done right, then a lot of naysayers are going to be like, oh man, she nailed it. Bella nailed it. Okay, I can see Bella as Ellie now. If this scene is done right, because, okay, and again, I have to reference the video I talked about a minute ago. I guess part of the reason this is one of my favorite scene from the game is because when I met my daughter, she was 8 years old, and it took us a while to get to know each other, and until we got to love each other. But it's come slowly over time, and this is the moment right here in the video where I feel that these two finally came together. Joel was being I want to call him an a-hole, but I don't know if I get in trouble for using that word, but Joel was being a serious butthole. I mean, and Ellie just wanted, how can I say it? She was trying to talk to Joel, get to know Joel, and he didn't, and I understand why. He had that defense up because he had lost people. He had lost his daughter, and Ellie probably reminded him a lot of his daughter, and he just didn't want to go through that pain again. And I understand why he was being that way. And right here's the moment where I think they finally broke down and just became father and daughter. And basically that's the role. Joel is the father role, and Ellie is his, I guess, adopted daughter. And basically that's what it is. I mean, sometimes family is thicker than blood. I think I said that right. And this is the moment where it happened, when Joel walked into that room. And I might have to go. If things get quiet for a minute, that means I went to get my handkerchief, because I mean, I still get a little misty-eyed whenever I see this scene. And when Joel, and I forgot to mention this. You know what? Not the biggest, but one of the main ingredients of this game is the music. And I forget the name of the guy. My screen's going dark. I forget the name of the musician who did the soundtrack. I think he's from South America. I even researched him because I got so much into this game. Well, I shouldn't say the game, but into these characters in the story. And that I think the music kicks in somewhere in this scene, and it just tugs at the heartstrings, and it gets me every time. When Ellie gets up off of that couch and she starts talking to Joel, and she's telling him how everyone has left her or died except for him, and Joel is standing there looking like a bump on a log because he just can't express his feelings to her, and he doesn't want to tell her, like, okay, and give her a big hug and say, yeah, Ellie, I feel the same way about you. You know, he just can't do it. And then shortly after this, we all know, shortly after this, he finally breaks down when they go get on the horses, and he tells his brother, hey, look, I'm gonna take her. And it's like, okay, that I was feeling the love right there. Okay, but that scene started with this scene. I guess it would be like a whole scene. I'm not sure, maybe 2 scenes, but this is the magic moment right here, I feel. And this is my favorite part of this game. And hopefully they will do this right in the show. And this scene should be coming up soon on HBO, because they're getting to that point. But that's it, folks. I mean, I love this series. I love this, I guess, franchise so much, and I just wanted to talk about it. And if you are a fan of The Last of Us, please let me know your favorite scene. Please subscribe, and, well, you know, the normal stuff. Please do that. Like I said at the beginning, my channel is slowly growing, and I want to take all of you along with me. So, speaking of that, please stick around. If you subscribe, hang around, and come back from time to time to check on things, see how it's going. I'm going to keep trying to grow and keep trying to do things better. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.